Alright, folks. It is 7:25 a.m. and it is 4/25, 2024. There you go. There's your time and date stamp. Computers don't lie when it comes to those things. So, yesterday, you saw me eat the Celeste frozen pizza as part of a review. What I didn't show on camera is I went to Subway with the wife. She wanted to go to Subway. She was going in to check on my mother, and I had to do my daily duties of picking up my kids from their schools and stuff. So I met her at that Subway. And mind you, my wife's not dieting the way I am, so, only had the 300 and some odd calories, right? From the, I think it was like 370 something from the Celeste pizza I done the review on yesterday. So at that point, that'd been the only thing I had eaten. So, I get me a rotisserie chicken sub, something on the safe side, as far as calories go, and I get it with all the vegetables I like, and some cheese on there. I got the shredded cheese, the Kobe Jack cheddar on there, and I got a bag of the baked Lay's chips, the small bags of the baked Lay's that they sell, because they're lower in calorie, and not fried up. It's supposed to be a little healthier option. I just like the taste of them, that's why I get them. And she got 3 chocolate chip cookies, and I ate one of those chocolate chip cookies. Now, all of that, in one meal. I ate the entire footlong right then and there. And we sat down to eat probably about 20 to 25 minutes after 1, right at 1:30 in the afternoon. So I was done with all of that food by 2 p.m. And that was the last thing I ate all day. So I had the Celeste pizza, I had the footlong sub, the cookie, and the chips. So, with all that being said, did any weight loss occur between yesterday and today? Because, I implemented the water, implemented some black coffee, 1 cup. Now, mind you, I could amplify results probably by drinking more than 1 cup of black coffee a day, but I drank 1 cup so far per day. And you saw yesterday that I was about 5 pounds down from the initial start, because I was ran around 329 point something starting out the other day. I'm sorry, I'm not on my best camera right now. I left it in the truck, so I'm on my latchkey cam, actually.
Hello. Please step on the scale.
And we're going to do a weigh-in, and we're going to record it, because you folks ain't going to believe this. Unless I show you. So here I am showing you results.
Your weight is 921 pounds.
£321. 4 more pounds down. Or 3 more pounds down, rather. All in all, I've lost a little over 8 pounds in 2 days. Intermittent fasting is the most powerful method of weight loss that you can implement if you put in a little early time restricted feeding like I did yesterday. Cutting eating off by 2 p.m., which is not necessary for weight loss, but it just kind of helps to amplify it for some reason. It just gives your body longer time to get to the digestion of what food you took in last before you go to sleep at night, and it helps to not pick up so much weight, because think around 2 p.m., naturally, your body naturally is burning at its highest efficiency anyway. So if you can cut off food time sometime between 2 to 5, I say, then you can get some benefit from that, because 5 o'clock is the latest I will eat when I'm doing this protocol. A lot of your I'm just going to say there's a lot of popular specific diets out there that do the same thing and credit all the weight loss to doing those things. They'll say, oh, well, you always hear lingo like, well, if it wasn't for carnivore and intermittent fasting, or if it wasn't for keto and intermittent fasting, and if it wasn't for, doing all these things and putting in a little bit of intermittent fasting, all the credit to that. Well, the one I follow the most is Dr. Jason Fong, and when he invented his diet, he invented it, because he's got Asian heritage, obviously, when you see him, he's Asian. He's Asian origin, and a lot of that culture does not want to give up rice, so he come up with the intermittent fasting thing, which solves a lot of the same biomarkers, that other diets claim, like getting rid of diabetes, other things, and they still consume those type of carbohydrates. So, none of it happens without some kind of restriction of something, and I like regular food, I just need to be able to control time, because, I've seen so many people make the mistake of doing these very specific diets, and then you see proof of it all over the place. You see these creators, they come on, they do well, and then they jump off of it. I ain't talking about the ones who have something to lose, because the ones who make it, creating their content, the ones who make it, and depend on it as a livelihood, as an income, now they're not going to go anywhere. They're hooked in for life. They've got to bring in more sheep to the pasture in order to keep, living the way they want. But I guarantee you that most of them are doing most of their weight loss through the fasting part, and just can't say that quiet part out loud as much. They'll throw it in there every now and then. They'll slide it in there in a little way, but yeah, it doesn't help as much as, their specific programs, quote, so to speak. But at the same time, practicing fasting, and they can't just, once you're trapped into a niche, and you're an influencer, if you're trapped into a certain niche, you're stuck there. I see plenty of them try to make a separate channel about something. Oh, check out my new channel about this, and then it just don't take off like that, like they want it to. So they kind of leave that sitting there dead, and might upload on it, maybe 3-4 times a year, But back to what works for them. Definitely back to what works for them all the time. I don't want to be that guy. I'd rather have smaller numbers and be able to report the truth and talk about what I want. And when I slide to other things, be a variety channel like I am, doing different things, and keeping my audience familiar with and being used to that, and building up slowly the type of people, who want to see me for who I am, a latchkey Gen Xer. The person I became because of the way I grew up, so I can talk about what it was like then and how that affects me now, today, as an adult, dealing with life struggles that I've got to go through, because a lot of people couldn't handle the things that I handle on a daily basis. I guarantee you that. But here we are, losing weight, and all we needed was a little bit of calorie reduction. And I'm not afraid to say that out loud. Calorie reduction, along with the intermittent fasting, they go hand in hand. They go hand in hand. So cutting down is cutting down. Alright, folks, we'll talk to you in just a little bit. As soon as I cut the camera on, the sirens start. It's a fire truck, folks. Sorry about that, but yeah. Hey, look, we're down 3 more pounds this morning, 8 pounds in total. I mean, I can't believe it. Hopefully tomorrow we can get under that 320. It's a big hope, you know. I done dropped a lot of weight, you know. A standstill is inevitable. But hopefully we can accomplish, you know, a couple more pounds of weight loss to get us under the 320s, you know. Under the 320 is what I meant to say. So, yes. But, doing good. Feeling better already. A little better anyway. I'll be feeling a lot better once we can get under that 300 pounds. I'm not going to try to hurry it or rush it or get excited because of me needing to feel like I try to prove something, because, you know, I'm already proving something about the intermittent fasting and how that works, you know, without a special diet being involved, other than, you know, just counting your calories, you know, and I don't really count them to a really high extent, you know. For all I know, that sub could have had about 1,600 calories in it, you know. It was a lot of food on it, you know. I load them down. And I get the garlic aioli on that one, which is, it's not extremely high in calorie, but it's like 70 calories per serving from what I've seen. You know, it's mayonnaise-based condiment. So I'd probably have done better with some honey mustard, which, you know, would have been about 40 calories per serving. Yeah, probably, definitely a lot better with that. But, you know, I know how to be a little calorie conscious and know, you know, just automatically know, you know, what I'm putting on there is not going to affect me that much, you know, because, you know, we're already using stuff like rotisserie chicken on there. Tons of, you know, veggies that are low in calorie, you know, and I skipped on some of the vegetables, you know. Like, I didn't get no tomato on there this time, you know. Sometimes, you know, I switch them up, switch things up to make them, you know, different. But, you know, one thing I did get was the jalapenos and pickles and stuff like that, because they're basically weighing in around 0 calorie, and they do stuff, you know, to help with weight loss in the gut anyway, of digestion and everything. Comes with those pickled and fermented vegetables. So yeah, there's that benefit going on. So I figure, you know, I could have a little bit of garlic aioli on there and be just fine, be just okay. Alright, folks, well, I guess that's about all I got for the weight loss segment of the day. Now, I'm going home to do some grilling and some review on some products I got that I plan on throwing on the grill this morning. It's 9:35 a.m. in the morning. A little bit early to be grilling food, but hey, I'll eat whatever I want for breakfast, you know, because that's part of my what do you call it, my repertoire, what I always say. Eat whatever the heck you want and lose weight. Just like the Hodge twins, you know, the Hodge twins on YouTube. Before they got all political, you know, they used to do food videos, and they talked about intermittent fasting and eat whatever you want to eat, is what they'd say. And hey, you know, I picked up on that, and I think that's a good idea. I'm gonna try that diet. And here we go down the rabbit hole. Alright, folks, that is all I have for this review. That is all I have for this episode. So until the next one, you folks have a good one.